Have you ever wondered why you keep attracting the same kind of person in your life? The partner who doesn't listen, the boss who undervalues you, or the friend who constantly takes more than they give. It's like life keeps sending you the same test until you pass. Today, we're diving into the mystery of karmic relationships, those connections that trigger us, challenge us, and ultimately transform us if we let them. So let's get right to it. What are karmic connections? Karmic ties are not random. They're not accidents. These are actually relationships and people we draw into our lives, often subconsciously, unconsciously, because there is an energetic or soul level lesson that we're supposed to learn from these people. But these people, these karmic connections, will always start with friction. These relationships, they come into our lives, they press our buttons, they trigger us, they expose our blind spots, and they force us to look at parts of ourselves that we'd rather avoid. Think about the partner who always says something that will mirror your insecurity back to you, or the colleague who's constantly testing your patience. Why do we attract them? We attract these people because deep down, our soul is asking for growth, and growth rarely happens in comfort zones, right? It is only when we are uncomfortable, it's only when we are in discomfort that we can break old patterns. Because when things are going great, we are not paying attention to the soul. We are just increasing our ego. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Why am I attracting these people? Let's ask the right question. Let's shift to, what is this here to teach me? What is this person here to bring out in me? What is this person making me aware of, right? For example, if you're repeatedly attracting controlling partners, maybe the deeper lesson here is about reclaiming your own power and setting strong boundaries. And maybe that's the growth that you chose and wanted to happen in this lifetime, right? But you forgot because you were raised to be a people pleaser. How do we break the cycle? How do we pass this test? Because if it is a test, we want to ace it, right? Here's where that warrior mindset comes in again, right? Instead of fighting these relationships, let's get curious. Let's ask, why did I choose this person to come into my life? What patterns do I keep seeing? What triggers do I keep having? How can I respond differently this time instead of reacting the same old way? Do I have to be right, or do I want to be happy, right? When we ask these questions and shift our thinking, we shift from clashing with others, and instead we start learning from them to the point where you will then start to release your karmic ties with them because you've learned the lesson, and you might actually someday be able to look back and thank them for the role they played in your life. Now, sometimes we attract people or situations over and over, right? And I think that happens when we are not able to pay attention to the lesson in the first time. And so it comes back in a different way and a different way and a different way, but the lesson is the same, right? Think about somebody who has been suppressed their whole life, somebody who has been dominated over their whole life. They might keep attracting people who treat them like doormats everywhere they go, at home, work, in their friendships, everywhere, until they finally get to a point where they're like, I can't take this anymore and I need to speak up. But instead of acting from that place of resentment, what if we looked at the first instant that someone treated us badly, or someone treated us in a way that just didn't feel right in our soul? We chose them to show up in our life in this lifetime because we have a human body, we have a mind, we have speech, we are able to connect with each other in a much more tangible way than when we are in the spirit world. So this human form is a gift, right? This human life is a gift. It is giving us the ability to share our thoughts, our words, our speech with other people and communicate and heal our soul so that it can grow and go to the next level and the next level and the next level. So this is what karmic ties look like, right? And it's not always difficult people, but sometimes you get an amazing partner and you will do amazing things with them in this lifetime. But for the most part, we are attracting people who we want to cut karmic ties with, right? And the more karmic ties we cut, the more our energy elevates. The more our energy elevates, the lighter we feel and the easier it is for us to attract what we want in life. So the next time someone triggers you or challenges you, instead of trying to prove yourself to be right and them to be wrong, pause and ask yourself, what could be the lesson here? What is it that I'm here to learn? And what are they triggering me to explore within myself? Right? Because if we approached every conflict, every karmic connection as an opportunity to explore and grow in our soul, then we are getting so much more out of it. And then that lesson goes away, and then we're ready for the next, right? So if something sparked for you in this episode, share it with somebody or leave a comment below and tell me what came up for you, because I know for sure after working with so many clients that our relationships are some of our most important struggles in this lifetime. But the sooner you understand why you attracted your partner, why you attracted your boss, why you attracted your coworker, why you attracted your kids, and what they're triggering you to learn, the sooner you will be free, right? You will free your mind, you will free your soul, and you will be able to rise higher. And that is why you chose them. So what are they here to teach you? What are they here to challenge in you? Let's ask that question. Let's change the questions we ask and then share your experience so that other people can also learn from that. If you've already figured out a relationship that came into your life, so many times we look back and say, oh, if that hadn't happened, or if this person hadn't said no to me or, declined my offer, I would not have gotten to the next step. So how could every karmic tie or relationship that you have attracted in your life be an opportunity? Ask that and let me know what you think. I hope this inspired you to look at your karmic connections in a way that you might not have looked at before. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk soon.